have a disjointed move like up air that you don't really have to worry about that. So,
you know, I ran into Raffle, legendary West Coast SoCal Luigi on Unranked, and I was playing Marth and playing a couple games. And then we're talking about the matchup afterwards, and he's like, you know, the real reason he said that Luigi loses to Marth is Marth can actually just up throw Luigi, and then you can up air him 20 times as he tries to get down. Like that's all you have to do. You don't have to overcomplicate it. Like it really is that easy. You can up throw him and wait.
Yeah, I
you
think
don't get a combo, but you don't need a combo.
like a low-key hidden nerf in this matchup too, and I think for someone who's as good as doing this as you are, Taupe, at scouting out when double jumps are used, you don't need to have eyes to know when they jump, which is like really bad.
Yeah, it's I can remember when I was like starting out, I used to play a local Luigi player, and I found Puff Luigi annoying, so I would just sometimes play Marth, and I would like do better.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God, up air killed the 20. By the way, looking at the bracket, KoopaTroopa was actually the person who sent Eddy to losers, so that was all the way outside of top 24. So Eddy's made quite a run here, but just like Thanos in Endgame, you know, it's back to me. That was a tipper? That was the
I don't understand.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I would ask for my money back if I was Eddy.
Yeah, like there's so much like intrinsic risk in this matchup. Like Eddy going for that forward air on left platform just results in this entire edge guard pretty much.
Right. And then like intrinsic lack of risk on the other side where Marth, you're like, it's fine, just throw out this aerial. Like it really is not that risky at all. It's so uphill. Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, this is big.
Versus though, so we'll see. Okay, nice spot. Got a little dicey there.
Oh, that got a little awkward. Oh, almost with the edge cancel, but good foresight there from KoopaTroopa. Heads up play. Oh, he wanted to tech to the right, I guess. Battlefield platforms are actually a little bit hard to tipper for Marth. Like, you can't just cover the whole platform like Stadium or Yoshi's. You have to kind of set up, you know, for a specific one. So you're seeing right there, Koopa swinging for it because, like, the reward is there. But just not quite getting it.
This is actually of the percent in the matchup where, like, Marth does start to struggle, right? Like, you kind of have to take the PPMP approach of just, like, winning neutral over and over and over.
But you can still juggle him, you know, you can still, the up air thing kind of never really changes.
Exactly.
You don't need to kill him, you just need to make sure he doesn't get hit and slowly pile on those hits. Oof. Almost killed off the top.
It's kind of like what you see in, like, Peach Marth, except Peach has turn.
Right, yeah, good point. Very good point. I would have never thought down smash there, by the way. That was very creative stuff from Koopa. Koopa, by the way, for those who don't know, used to be a Mario main. Very, very good Mario main from SoCal.
Breaks my heart.
Decided, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm going to play some Marth.
Change the last 2 letters.
As a joke, honestly. Change the last 2 letters. He had like a... I don't know. He had like a alternate account on Panther's Ladder where he played Marth, and it's kind of a jokey thing. And then one day I woke up and he was entering tournaments as Marth, and I was like, oh, it's just real now.
So his character pick is literally like the guy who says something ironically for a while and then say this now. This is just a thing I do.
It's just part of your life. It's exactly right. That's how I felt about it. Maybe he was always serious about it, but to me it felt like kind of a jokey thing for a while.
Ooh, that's gonna do it.
Yeah, damn.
It did.
To him. That didn't look like a tipper.
I think it would have had to have tippered though, because 83 killing with non-tipper.
No, I mean it was definitely.
Yeah, it had.
I'm just saying where it was standing. I was shocked.
It didn't look like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, asking for a refund, man.
I think he's got a modified sword, from what I'm seeing. No way is this thing. No way is this thing OEM.
Yeah, that looked brutal. I mean, it It looked
brutal, but it was last talk. I mean, you know.
It was. That's the thing. That's one of those like how it looked and how it felt is different from like what was actually happening.
Yeah, I think one of those stocks, like if Eddy can pull ahead in one of those stocks and just kind of hit him with some good stuff, you know, and you gotta delete a stock. You gotta play from the lead, I think, is what it really is. I think this matchup looks a lot worse when the Marth is in the lead the whole time and Luigi just kind of work to get in. But if you can get an early lead with the big combo, which Luigi can definitely do, it's gonna look like it.
Yeah, big single hit damage from Luigi is good, and then I honestly think Luigi's edgeguard tree against Marth isn't awful, but the thing is, you're kind of making 50-50s a lot of the time off stage, and if you guess wrong, you just get reversal a lot of times and die for it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think like really good edge
Right
guard.
there, you can do drop down back air, yeah, and that's what we did.
Yeah, makes sense. I think the other really tricky thing about this matchup is I feel like while it's not like a Marth Fox kind of FD situation, FD is like really quite good as a counter pick, like kind of absurdly good.
Ow!
So, yeah, that was beautiful spacing.
Yeah, this is where it gets tough, right? Eddy gets a pretty good opening off grab, gets grab forward air, follows up with a second aerial after that, but then when tries to extend for a little bit more damage, he just gets clipped out of the air, and then it's edgeguard city right now.
Right. Man, Koopa's really, look at that. He knows he doesn't need to commit with the forward smash. Forward tilt's good enough. It's a little bit less punishable. It's a little less likely to kill, but he doesn't need to kill. He's happy just staying at that sword range, you know, and abusing the fact that Mario's got little T-Rex arms and Marth is a sword. And a tall, princely, you know, kind of vibe going on. Oh, this could be damage. Oh, I thought he was going to forward smash. Oh my god. Koopa is ready for everything. Oh my god. I will say I've seen a lot of Eddy. I've seen a lot of Eddy and a lot of... Oh my god. Oh, he's getting custom with it. I've seen a lot of Eddy in a lot of these online tournaments. Haven't seen a ton of KoopaTroopa. I feel like he kind of flies under the radar. But I think he is incredibly good. People don't know, but at one of Pew-Pew's last online events, he actually lost to KoopaTroopa in the Marth Ditto.
Really?
Which is,
wow.
yeah, a crazy result, right? But yeah, KoopaTroopa is the real deal. Incredibly good player. And I think we're seeing why. Just controlling the neutrals, saying, you know what? You can't get past me. I see that this is difficult for you, and I have no reason to change what I'm doing right now.
I also like that, like, it's very easy for me to say, like, this matchup is terrible for Luigi, but, like, you have to actually do all the things that make it terrible for Luigi, right? Like, this is why some low tiers, like, still do okay. It's like, you actually have to... And... You know, KoopaTroopa knows that. He's actually doing this stuff super well, executing on his game plan super well. Like, everything you're saying, you know, like, he's really playing like a very capable player. It's really impressive to see.
Yeah. Really nice. He's, yeah, like in the SFAT club set, right? Like, we saw that it came down to the wire. It was so close. And, well, honestly, the winner set between these two, Eddy and Koopa, was, I think it was last stock. But this looks like out of these two, it looks like the one that got the adaptation, that got the data, was Koopa, because he's making this loser set look like a whole different struggle for this Luigi. It's like, dude, good neutral B usage. That's creative. I like a lot of these aerial neutral Bs. They're actually pretty smart. But that's great presence of mind to go for that there. Like when Falcon players knee from the ledge. Only kind of better, honestly, because it kills off the top.
Okay, yeah. Eddy's starting to incorporate Cyclone is pretty good here, because I think we saw a few neutral interactions so far where Koopa would just, like, sit there and down tilt a few times, and it's kind of like the Marth adage of, like, try to be in the air while the Marth's grounded and try to be on the ground while the Marth's in the air. Being able to Cyclone there and, like, force grounded options is pretty good. He found an opening off of it at least, but again, there's kind of like the weird 50-50 you have to take in the edgeguard tree, and it didn't work out.
Oh my goodness. Whoa! I thought that might kill.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna get an even harder read on the roll. That's gonna do it though. First real kind of lead from Eddy. Needs to use kind of this advantage to the best of his ability, like, and it's already in such a spot. Oh, that's gonna do it!
That was bad.
I cannot believe he called that out with dare. Like, this is the kind of matchup knowledge I'm like. I would never, ever, ever do that dare, but it's set up to such a like clean kill.
You know, it's kind of funny. I actually remember. I'm kind of curious. I remember, you know, like back when Brandon actually switched from Dr. Mario. And there were periods where, not periods, I would say, but I remember there were tournaments where Brandon would play some Luigi here and there. And I always felt like watching Brandon Spaceys and like top tiers play against the Mario Brothers. I was like, yeah, he really gets it. Like, he really understands these characters. People always say, you know, you kind of, when you play your old main, you know what really makes him suffer. Yeah, okay, Koopa didn't play Luigi, but he played Mario. And I wonder if some of that mindset actually kind of helps him, because I do think they have similarities.
Yeah, I think some of it transfers over. I actually think Marth is one of Doc's better high-tier matchups. Brandon would probably know that better than me, though. Or his opinion probably matters a lot more than mine when it comes to that. But they do struggle, like Mario and Luigi, similarly in this matchup, just for, like, if not the disjoint, being kind of like the sole thing.
Right.
I always find if I play like a Puff, I feel like my spacing is like the best it's ever been, because it's like I can space in my head for both characters. Like I know their exact range so well, and like
Yeah, you kind of get it.
you know what I mean. Like you're just so dialed into like, yeah, this is like they cannot threaten me because I've been in that position so many times. Like I definitely see that happening here.
You don't get surprised by the pounds or like the forward smashes, things like
Exactly.
that. You know when Puff needs to draw one of those Hail Marys.
Yeah, you're just like
Oh, he
clued
gets the
in.
spike instead.
I can't believe that Koopa's still alive and might actually get
He's
there.
gonna lose.
Oh, the light
He
shield!
light shielded.
No.
If he had regular shielded, he would have
think
probably
he
got
won
hit.
Yeah.
Probably.
But if he had hard shielded, he would have been able to act out. Like that's that weird. Oh my god!
Oh, shit.
How do they know?
That had to be terrifying for Koopa. Oh, God, he almost got hit.
He's gonna get it anyway.
Oh my gosh.
It's actually
Great
two interactions in a
composure.
row. Yeah, 2 interactions in a row that Eddy went for like an immediate, you know, he pushed the button, so to speak. He got hit by the forward air on shield. He wanted to do something on shield immediately.